as we speak. ODM hoye! ODM hoye! Nasahawa! Nasahawa!
Our chief guest tonight, His Excellency, the President of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, and the Chief Minister, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, and all our party leaders present, all the ministers present, and all the leaders from ODM and all the delegates who have come and gathered this evening here for this dinner. Good evening. ODM. ODM. Yeah, I know you appear to be sleepy a little. I don't know. Nini niwafanyie iwachangamshe kidogo. I don't know what to inject. I can inject something. Now, asante. I am a founder member of this party, ODM. I know exactly how this party was started. And the president also knows exactly what happened when this party was started. This party was started out of a struggle. First of all, there was a struggle to change the constitution. When we were going for elections in 2002, we had promised Kenyans that within 3 months after the elections, there will be a new constitution. And in that process, there was a Bomas process, which was composed of delegates from all over the country, Kenya. And delegates discussed for months and months the new constitution. There were committees which were looking at various aspects of the constitution, including me. I was in the one looking at the executive. But there were others looking at other sections, and there was one also looking at devolution specifically. After these discussions came up, and our party was very strongly on devolution. We wanted devolution, and we also wanted a parliamentary system of government. That was our vision. And discussions went on until it came almost to the conclusion when this process was being concluded at Bomas of Kenya. And it became obvious that our side, which was proposing or fighting for parliamentary system of government and also devolution, was succeeding. And then a section of the particularly people who were in government, who were from the DP side, decided to pull out of Bomas process. They pulled out of Bomas process and made sure they actually destroyed the Bomas process. Even though resolutions had been passed on all those issues, the Bomas process became more or less like a legal constitutional reform or a new constitution. But it was not recognized by the government, and the government and Amos Wako knows this, they made a draft called the Wako draft. The Wako draft came to Kilifi, and that Kilifi draft is what was now subjected to a referendum. That Kilifi draft did not want devolution, nor did they want a parliamentary system of government. And therefore, when the referendum came, all of us came, including KANU, to fight against that draft, Kilifi draft constitution. And when this process started, it was a very, very fierce struggle. It was a very fierce struggle because the government side, which was headed by Honorable Mwai Kibaki, were the ones leading the Kilifi draft campaign, and part of the government, which was also us. We were also part of the government because my late brother Raila was the Minister of Roads, and the President was also a minister at that time in the government. But in that struggle, when the results came out, the Kilifi draft was badly defeated. The Kilifi draft was absolutely defeated by the people of Kenya. And after the Kilifi draft was defeated by the people of Kenya, all of us were sacked from committees in parliament. All our people who were in government were sacked from the ministries where they were, and we became orphans within the government. We were still regarded to be part of government, and yet we were sacked from all the positions in government. But we continued, because that is when the Orange Democratic Movement was formed. We were given machungwa, and the Kilifi draft people were given banana. So it was banana versus chungwa. But eventually, after chungwa remained a movement, there was a very big protest in Kisumu. There was a big rally. There was a big rally in Kisumu protesting against the sacking of our people from positions of government. And the rally, the Kisumu Stadium was full to the brim. Kisumu Stadium was full to the brim. And I remember talking to my brother, Honorable Balala, Najib Balala. And Balala was telling me, Oburu, why don't we announce here that this movement should be translated into a political party? And I told Balala, you do it. You go and announce that this movement should now be transformed from a political movement to a political party. And when Balala mentioned it, the crowd went wild. The crowd went wild. And from there, everything else. But somebody, after the crowd went wild, went very quickly to go and reserve that name, ODM, as a political party. Went and reserved the... So when we tried now to register ODM as ODM, we found it had already been blocked by Mr. Imanyara. Mr. Imanyara. I think Imanyara must be around here. Now, after that is how for ODM Kenya was then founded as a result of that. The rest have been narrated I think Honorable Henry Kosgei and the others who spoke before me have already narrated exactly what happened thereafter. So I don't want to go into details of those because you already know what happened, how the party was somehow stolen from us, and how we struggled to buy back our ODM, which we still have up to today. Now, therefore, you realize that ODM was not born out of luxury. It was born out of a struggle. It has been a long, long, long struggle. And we are now here. We are now here, and I want to say that there is no party in the world which is formed to be in the opposition. All political parties are formed to be in government. And all political parties aspire to be in government. And all political parties fight to be in government. And therefore our party is not excluded, and our party ODM is fighting to be in the government now in this broad-based arrangement, but even in future, either as ODM or in coalition with other political parties. So we cannot say that as ODM, we just want to be there. We just want to be there. We don't want power. We want power. Because how are we going to implement our policies if we don't have power? If you are going for demonstrations, so I don't want to say much more because mine was just to make a very brief speech. The long speech about the history of our party was made by Governor Anyang' Nyong'o, and I think that was the major speech for today. For me, I just came to make a few remarks and invite His Excellency the President of Kenya, Honorable William Samoei Ruto, to come and address.
Tunasema Kenya mpya inawezekana.